How's it going, everybody? This is Beat the Bush. Hamswan sent me this low-cost Bluetooth smartwatch to review for you guys. Now, if you watch my other videos, you'll know that I do not prefer to wear a watch because I don't want anything on my wrist. Generally, I like to move it very quickly, and so things tend to break when it's on my wrist. This thing currently runs for about $45 and it works best with Android phones. A lot of functionality will be stripped out if you try to use it with an iOS phone. So let me just open this up, test it out, and give you my opinions on it. And I think the opinion part is the most important. It comes in a box like this, gunmetal color. Again, more of the information, and it lists some of the features over here, okay? User guide. The English instructions is 7 pages long, and I read through some of this already. Seems like the grammar's a little off in the instructions here, but I am able to understand it, sort of. And over here, it repeats with other languages. Back to the watch itself, over here, the watch. It doesn't contain too many extra things in here, just the watch battery and the USB charge cable. First thing you want to do is put in the battery. You gotta pry open the back over here. There's a little notch, just kind of pull it open from there. You'll notice there's a slot for a micro SD card and a SIM card. The SIM card here, I assume it accepts maybe GSM or something. I don't have a SIM card of this size, so I cannot test that out. So here's the battery. I'm gonna put this in. Put it in the right direction. And for the USB port, when you want to charge it, you gotta open it up, peel it back like this, and then put in the USB cable. Top protective layer, and let me just turn it on. The speaker is right here. The initial screen shows the time like this. You just press the power button once here to get to the clock display, and there's various modes. There's 3 kinds of clock display over here. This dial look, and if you just tap in the middle, it'll change to this other look. You tap in the middle again, it'll change to this final digital look. You pull down from the top to get notifications. You pull up from the bottom, you get all these other little features or apps or whatnot. So what I learned here is somewhere in the manual, it says you should scan in a QR code. So this is the app that shows there's some sort of QR code. So I go in here, there's a QR code. I download a QR code scanner. So now let me just scan the code. Okay, and it says images.cn, which is a Chinese website. But it did say BT notification. So it seems like whatever QR code here is, it wants you to download the app from a Chinese Android website. So, well, instead of doing that, I just went on the Google App Store and downloaded something called the BT notification instead. So the process is not as nice because it does not bring you directly to the app. I just kind of had to figure this out myself. So I downloaded the app, and now I'm able to, connect with this smartwatch via Bluetooth. There's a thing called LG118, and this is the smartwatch. So let me try and pair with it. Right here, there's a pairing request. I say, okay, yes, pair with it. And the smartwatch asks, you want to pair? So yes, I want to pair. And now it's connected. So does it want to sync date and time? Sure, sync with the date and time. So now with this BT notification thing connected to your phone, whenever certain things happen on your phone, it's going to happen on your watch as well. So now I'm going to call this phone. You see, this phone is vibrating. The watch here somehow is not doing anything. It's not vibrating. I don't have it turned on maybe. It's not making a sound either. So this is an interesting point. It just might be in the settings. The default might not be good, but let me pick it up. An interesting aspect of this watch is if I'm playing some media over here where the speaker should have been used, you see if I play it here, the audio is actually coming out of my Bluetooth watch here. So now I'm not sure if you're supposed to be watching your video here and then somehow listening to your video through the watch over here. I'm not too sure about the use case of a speaker in your watch listening to music or watching videos. A speaker is necessary in the smartwatch mainly as an indicator. If it beeps or something, then you go, oh yeah, you should look at the watch. Now there's a Facebook app here, and it says it's not available, probably because I don't have data connected. I don't have the SIM card, so not everything is completely available here. Also, you have the FM radio, and it says disconnect BT music. Okay, sure, disconnect it, but it says plug in earphone. Now, there's nowhere on this thing where there's a plug where I can plug it in. So it's kind of like an app that's left in there from something else, from another watch that might have a audio jack. There's also the camera option here, so let me go in there. And what I noticed with this camera option is that it's zoomed in quite a bit. So I can take a picture, sure, and then I can go in the file manager, phone, and then here's the picture that I just took. Apparently it'll do video recorder too, so let's do that. You see my hand is over here, it's very close. This is about a foot away. An interesting aspect of this watch is the remote capture here. You can set your phone somewhere and you can use this thing as a remote shutter, sort of. So I have the phone. I'm gonna set this somewhat far forward. So now you can see my dining table over here. I press capture. So it serves as a way to be able to take selfies with this thing. I'm not gonna go through every single app, but I do want to show you the sleep monitor thing. This sleep monitor thing seems like it's an app. You have to be in it in order for it to monitor your sleep. Now, I haven't actually slept with this thing on, with the sleep monitor, but it seems you have to turn it on in order to monitor your sleep, which makes it a bit useless. I turned on the pedometer and I, walked around a bit, and I noticed that the step did not really increment. Let me go walk around with it. So the accuracy of this thing might not be the best because I did swing my arm just once walking around and it jumped from like 68 to 72, so not too sure how this is working internally. There's no logging function. It seems like this is a one-time thing, kind of like a calculator. You bring up this app, you turn it on, it'll tell you some sort of steps and you're not sure if you should believe it or not, and that's it. When you're done with it, you go, okay, pause, reset, and then get out of it, and this is it. It does not do any heart rate or anything. You see this whole back surface is, completely blank. So it's not measuring anything on your skin. So thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to give me a like, comment down below. Let me know what you think of this low-cost watch. If you're interested in supporting my channel, check out my Audible link down in the video description below where you can get a free audiobook. I have a paid channel over here, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.